What's going on out there, YouTube? What's going on? This your trucking basshead, and my wife, who just always in my pictures, always in my videos, somewhere being nosy. Anyway, I went live today because I want to talk a little bit. How many of y'all drivers ready for winter driving? Boy, boy, boy. Winter driving, man, is here. Snow, ice, snow plows, accidents, holdups, the whole nine, getting out at the shippers, the ground icy, man. I ain't ready for that, but I know it's here now, especially up here in places where we run, like West Virginia, PA, Jersey, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, all the great northern states. And lately, man, a lot of ice been getting hit in the South, Texas, Georgia, everywhere, man. So I mean, you can't get rid of it now, man. You just can stay in the South, cruise the South or whatever. But man, it's rough. Um, well, a few tips for the guys that's just getting started. Number one, man, a lot of winter clothes, socks, long johns, jogging suits, the coveralls, all that good stuff, man. It's always best to have it. The second thing is fueling. Keep your truck filled up, keep your reefers filled up. I know a lot of these trucks ain't too good with the gel additives and stuff, whatever you want to call it. That stuff you put in your tank from the truck stop. I know a lot of these newer trucks, they don't do well with it. So just keep it filled up, and keep it idle. And I'm gonna do another video um for the guys and girls that have the Cascadias that don't idle. I got a little trick for that. I know what to do to make it idle. You know what I'm saying? I know how to keep it idle. So we're gonna do a video on that. Other things, watch your speed, especially on exit ramps and highways and bridges, especially because on those bridges, you see those signs that say the bridge ice up before the road do. Well, that's true. It does. So the main thing to do is to watch the bridges and watch your surroundings and watch out for people that's driving slow, because a lot of people are gonna be driving slow. And watch out for the supercars, super truckers, because there's a lot of them out there that's gonna zoom past you running 90 miles an hour. Next thing you know, boom, jackknife and all that good stuff. And if you're not watching your speed and having a safe distance, man, you'll be caught right up in that mess, and it'll be a bad day for you and for everybody else that's behind you, around you, or whatever. A little funny story. One winter about 3 or 4 years ago, I was heading from Dallas to Memphis on I-30, and anybody from the South know I-30. Um, Man, in the South, we ain't got no snow equipment down there. We ain't got nothing that look like snow equipment. They put gravel on the roads and the bridges and stuff, man. So they don't know a darn thing about, maintaining the road in the South when the ice comes. But anyway, man, I was under a load, man, and my dispatcher had called me. He said, "Hey, I got a load going to Florida for you. If you can make it to Texas, if you can make it from Texas to Memphis, I got you a load picking up in West Memphis going down to the Sunshine State." Oh man, I got happy. You hear me? So coming out of Dallas, it was bad, but for some reason between Dallas and the Arkansas line, like on 30 outside of Dallas, in Dallas it was bad, but outside of Dallas the road was cool. So man, I got the rolling on up through there, man. I was getting it too, boy. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the Sunshine State, baby. And man, got around Little Rock. It was black dog. It was ice everywhere. So I hit this bridge, man, a little too fast. A little too fast. Now I should have known better. And when I hit it, man, them super singles, we started cocking right, baby. So I had to get out the gas, you know what I'm saying? And don't hit the brakes. That's the main key. If you're going into a skid on ice, don't hit the brakes. Just kind of like let it do what it got to do. You know what I'm saying? Let it kind of, do what it have to do. Kind of slow it down a little bit, but don't touch the brakes. So you have to follow the skid. stay in the skid, because if you don't stay in the skid, hey, you'll be in trouble too. And I'll do a video on that too, man, after I get some examples, because we are in the YouTube world, and there's a lot of experienced people on here. There's a lot of opinions. Somebody may not agree with my opinion. I may not agree with somebody else's opinion, but I mean, I'm just telling you from my experiences. Don't hit the brakes. Kind of let it kind of like slow itself down and do what it got to do to get stopped. And once I did that, I was able to give it a little gas to get it back straight. And once I got it back straight, man, I went to that Petro in West Memphis, and that's where I went to bed. And the next day, I was coming across 40, man, and it was over with for the load going to Texas. I mean, it was done. Florida, yeah, the load going to Florida. Excuse me. Man, coming across 40, man, I see trucks out there in the field, man. This one truck had went out in the field and went into a bow shape like this. It was in the field like this. This was the tractor, and in the back of my hand was the trailer, and that's how it was in the field. And guys had just crashed in the ditches, man. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just thank God that I used enough sense to get off the road. That's the next thing. Your comfortability of driving this truck. You are the captain of the ship, not your dispatcher, your terminal manager, not the guys that surround you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel comfortable in that truck, man, get off the road. Get off the road. Especially at night, get off the road. You know what I'm saying? That's the safest thing to do. Use your head. Use your head. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about this game right here. You got to use your head, because you can go out and see something and see somebody else doing something. It's not going to work for you. I could tell you that from experience, not from what nobody told me, but from what I've been through in my 13 years out here. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay attention, You have to pay attention. It's a must. You know what I'm saying? And use your own judgment. Don't use nobody else's judgment. Use yours, because at the end of the day, if you in an accident, something happened, you gonna be at fault, not nobody else. And I got this theory that I used to tell dispatchers too. If you need that load bad enough in the road bad, come hook your desk to it. Let me see you hook your desk to that computer right there and pull it on down the road. Because I'm not about to kill myself for nobody out here, Yeah, freight got to be there on time and all that good stuff, but don't hurt yourself in the process, because no load is worth your life. And that goes for new drivers and old drivers. No load is worth your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I had to learn, because I used to be a super hard runner, man. I used to run day and night sometimes, Don't tell nobody, but yeah. But those are some good insights that I have about winter driving. Just take your time, be careful. Take your time and be careful. That's the main thing, and everything else will fall into place. Be careful getting out of the trucks. I kind of keep salt, like some table salt. I buy a special box of table salt, or I get some salt out of Walmart. And what I do is I put it on my steps. Like if I get ready to step down in the morning time, I go ahead on and put it on my steps, especially if I've been driving, and getting in the slush and stuff. It'll build up on your steps, and then you'll slip down and fall that way too. So kind of like keep you some salt. So if you're stepping down, you can put the salt on there and it'll melt the ice, and you can kick it off with your boot or your shoes or whatever, so you won't slip down out the truck and break your neck. And be careful in fuel islands, because a lot of truck stops, they don't shovel the fuel islands. They don't put salt down in them. You're pretty much on your own, so you have to use your head. Keep your bag of salt, a small bag of salt to cover your tracks. Because if not, man, you'll fall. You'll be on workman's comp, and all that good stuff, man. And that's a slow process too. Trying to think of some other stuff that I could think about. Extra covers in the trucks, because just in case it may break down. You have some extra cover to stay warm. And that's about it, man, for winter driving. Just take care of yourself out there, man. Be careful, because yeah. Ask for food, keep you some canned goods, some non-perishable foods, and Vienna's crackers, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keep stuff that you can eat, so just in case you are stopped in traffic.
Water, all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
water, juice, stuff that you like. Because I remember last year before last, I-65 got shut down. And I had some partners that stayed there for, some grip in the middle of the road, you know what I'm saying? And you can hear people on the CB saying, where's the food? Blah 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 blah. Just keep you some stuff in the truck. I got a refrigerator, I got a microwave, um, we got food in here, so just in case you get stopped somewhere, because there will be times where, especially in the western states, where you will have to shut down. And if you eat in the truck stop for a week, man, that's expensive. You know what I'm saying? So, the main thing you do when you get your new truck is kind of like stock it up. If your truck don't come with a refrigerator or inverter, spend that money. Get you at least a 1500 watt inverter, and you know what I'm saying. Get your 1500 watt inverter. Get you a refrigerator. Get you a microwave. Get you a TV and a little direct TV now. So if you get stranded on side the road or something, hey, even if your wife on the road, she can keep you warm too. I'm just saying, just a little joke, whatever. But yeah, man, be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do those things, because it's possible. And also get you some rain X, because what rain X will do to keep your windshield wipers, like if you in the snow and ice for long periods of time, the windshield wipers will start to get ice on them, and they'll just start to smear. But if you got that rain X on there, man, that rain X to keep it off of there, to kind of like, keep it off the windshield wipers or whatever. Washer fluid do freeze. Don't believe the hype about that 32 degrees below zero, all that crap. It do freeze. So the best kind to get is not that plain cheap stuff at the Flying J for $3 a jug. No, get you some Rain X washer fluid. It's cool too. You know what I'm saying? You can use that, and it'll semi keep it from freezing. And make sure your tire pressure good. Um, man, just double check, double pre-trip. If you see anything wrong with that truck, any type of belts, anything loose, man, pre-trip that truck extra hard in the wintertime, because it could be trouble if it's not pre-trip. You have to take extra precautions when doing winter driving, man. And I just wanted to drop them jewels, and help out some people, and hope this video, help out a lot of people, whatever. But I think they done with me, so I'm about to get ready to go ahead and get this paperwork, so we can get ready to head down the road to pick up my next load, and get to the next stop. Like I say, I've got a couple of videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm getting back into the groove of doing videos, but you know, like, comment, subscribe. Hey, if you need any answers, any feedback, hit me up. My email address is Russell, my last name Russell 11248 at gmail.com. You can hit me up with your questions. You can hit me up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Comment. We can switch numbers or whatever. Any type of help that you need out here, and especially if you're new. You in this game, you'll never ever learn everything. So don't let nobody fool you now. You'll never ever learn everything, because I've been driving 13 years, and some stuff take me by surprise too. So yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I will be doing more videos. I will be doing more live feeds. You know, and I also do car audio, so I have a car audio side coming too. Where we could talk about that too. But meantime, stay tuned. Be safe, be courteous, be cool. Until next time, the Trucking Bass Head, we out.